Welcome back, dear viewers. And as we said earlier, we're going to be talking in the other segment of the show about the inspection tour of Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli that he paid of the national project of developing the spinning and the weaving industry that he visited on Saturday in Al-Mahalla Al-Kubra. And to know more about this visit, we're most delighted to have with us Mr. Abdul Latif Wahba, the ministerial journalist. Good morning to you. Hello?
Aywa. Good morning.
Good morning to you. We're very happy to have you with us over the phone on the breakfast show. And talking about a very important sector to Egypt. Actually, the Egyptian cotton has been known for decades. And to know more about, we need to know more about this very important inspection tour that Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli did yesterday in Al-Mahalla Al-Kubra to follow up with the developments in this very important industry.
Yeah, of course, as you know that Egypt adopted a plan since years to develop and rehabilitate the industry of spinning and weaving, not only in Al-Mahalla Al-Kubra, but in all different industrial castles in Damanhur, in Armenia, and so on. This is, of course, to restore and regain the positions of Egypt's characteristics in this industry. As you know that Egypt exported a huge part of its output from spinning and weaving to other countries, to Europe, to the United States, East Asia, and so on. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, during his visit to Al-Mahalla yesterday, stressed that we have to restore our rule in the world, and also to restore the Egypt portions of exported to the other countries.
Yes, of course. Actually, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli yesterday in the press conference, he mentioned that this project is done in 3 phases. The first one is in Al-Mahalla Al-Kubra, of course, and the second one in Kafr Dawar, Mansoura, Minya, Dumyat, and so on. It's meant to end in mid-2025, and the third phase is to be done in the late 25 or the beginning of 2026. So your comment on that, please.
Yeah, of course, as you know, because the plan they bought is to develop all the industries of spinning and weaving in other provinces. And this is the first phase of the plan yesterday, and it costed the government over 60 billion Egyptian pounds, over 65 billion Egyptian pounds. And they, according to Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, they put the other plan, or the second phase, for the other provinces in Armenia and Mansoura and so on. And at the same time, as you know, that Egypt called international consultant offices to continue in developing these industries. he said that we have many faces and we can exchange the face of our exporters to the other world.
Can you tell us more, please? You just mentioned something about the offices. What are the role of these offices exactly?
This is, of course, as you know, that they suggested to change and maintain the machines, all the machines in the factories, and at the same time to get a new modernized one to be or to use it in balance with the new kinds of the Egyptian cottons. As you know that we have a long sample and the short sample and so on. And this is, of course, as you know, that Egypt, for example, before Mahalla, we didn't produce the casual wearing and so on. Now we have a characteristics in producing these casual wearings and exporting it to the other countries. So we are still cooperating with the international offices to modernize our industry.
Okay, so actually this specific industry, or very important industry, had previously taken 40% of Egypt's economy, and then it fell to 2.5%. That's a great deterioration, and with actually the cotton production between 2014 and 2015 was 160 tons. 160,000 tons, sorry, and then it fell from 2015 to 2016 to 95,000 tons, and then it rose back again in 2017 to 426,000 tons. What are the reasons for these fluctuations?
Yeah, of course, as you know that this is fluctuations because of the ages of the Egyptian factories. You remember exactly that sometimes we exported Egyptian cotton and we imported it as spinning and weaving and use it again. Now we have a new strategy to get the value added or the added value from the output of the Egyptian cottons. This is, of course, it depends upon full fabrications of the Egyptian cottons and exporting it again. This is, of course, will play an important role in Egyptian economy as a source for the foreign currency and at the same time to play another social role in decreasing the unemployment rate here in Egypt.
Okay, so talking about Al-Mahalla Al-Kubra, can you tell us more about Factory 1, its economic importance and being actually one of its kind in the world? Can you talk us more about it?
Yeah, of course. As you know that Al-Mahalla was the first step, and the others will come according to the plan and to modernize it. This is, of course, all the these factories will be the main pillar for the Egyptian government exporters and also as a resource, as we mentioned, for the foreign currency. As you know that Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Minister of Investment and the Public Sectors ministers are operating in achieving the plan according or through the coming 4 or 5 years.
Yes, and we cannot skip talking also about the power station plan that was actually executed in a record time.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
This is, of course, an important point as Al-Mahala Kubra, for example, the ministries, first of all, took the unemployed places and the land, and they sold it, and they got its revenues to modernize Al-Mahala. This is a new system to improve your industries without any burden on the Egyptian budget. And it will be done also for the other phases. How can you exploit all assets that is not used to improve the factories itself?
Yes, of course. And talking about all these developments, can you evaluate the efforts exerted by the Egyptian government to revive such a very important industry?
Yeah. According to what happened yesterday, Egypt, when they put the plan for modernizing the spinning and weaving sectors, they formed a new technical committee to review the process of the production and the output and the export. As you know that Al-Mahala, for example, and Damanhur and so on, this is the main factories in Egypt.
Yes, of course.
Stopped for many times because shortage in even maintenance, in all the machines, and also power or energy. Now the government secured all the energy and rehabilitated all the machines and so on. This is, of course, will be a new push for the industrial, this kind of industry in Egypt.
Mr. Abdul Latif, Wahba Minsir join us. Thank you so much for giving us these valuable insights regarding a very important industry that will definitely revive Egypt's economy. And by this we come to the end of our breakfast show. Do stay tuned for another edition coming to you tomorrow on Now TV International.